Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time, well, actually not last time. Last time we got here, we got the uninstaller, so we can go and try and uninstall the enforcers from, the Milky Way. This time, we're going to do something about that. But first, I believe it was you that I talked to last time, wasn't it? Yeah, this guy. This is the same person that gave us the items last time. I just forgot to talk to her again. Azazar, the boss we fought a couple episodes back, he's apparently going to be doing fine. And on that note, I did want to mention something about him that I didn't mention during the fight. He is weak to fire and earth, I believe. Or no, he halves earth and water and is weak to fire. I don't know how I can remember that, but apparently I couldn't. So anyway, yeah, there's a little bit of information on him. Not particularly interesting, but I figure I might as well mention it at some point. Apparently you wanted him to get hurt. That's kind of sadistic. Oh well. Anyway, if you talk to her again, she opens a shop. And yeah, pretty much just, there's items here if you want to buy them. I wouldn't worry too much. I don't think you need most of these items at this stage, but might as well grab a few more. Just note that it's available, and if you are going to be using a bunch of your items, your healing items, use the physical and mental enhancers because you can buy more here, especially if you plan on being in here a while and you're having troubles. Anyway, aside from that, I don't think I did anything else last time, though I do want to kind of go over something. Nell is a little low leveled, and I would like to use her here, but unfortunately, this is the point in the game where a lot of the enemies start to get immunities to her skills, and because the only two good skills that she has at this stage are Ice Daggers and Whirlwind, there are a lot of enemies that are weak, or rather not weak, but strong against, or drain, or are immune to, or have, or whatever, against those two elements. Now, there is an optional dungeon that I'll be doing at some point where I'll be using her and leveling her up. She learns her next skill at level 50, level 52, something like that. So I do want to get her up there, and I would like to use her right now, but like I said, most of the enemies, and specifically the bosses, are just immune or drain those types of attacks, so I just don't think it's worthwhile. With that, okay, then let's go check that out. Fine. What else we got? I think that does instant death to an enemy. I don't care. I don't think it works very often, or I assume it doesn't because I never use it. And wow, we got a lot of items here. Ruby, Crystal, Dark Crystal, that gives 500 to Intelligence. That's not bad. That's Star Talisman, I can't remember what that does. Probably something to do with anti-attack ores or stunning or something like that. Bubbling Potion is a failure, I think, or it does damage or something like that. And we get Juice. Don't care about that, don't care about that. Care about most of this stuff. Astral Armor we made ourselves. Same with the Leather, Baneslay, Ice Blades. That looks like junk. Junk. Tricky Bombs actually hit both, as it says there, both your party members and the enemy, so I don't like using them. Some more cheese, Angel Stone. I was about to say Sword of Evil, but no. And then some bombs that we got, stuff like that. Puffy made some liquid flare bombs, which is nice about that. I guess that's the one advantage of having her show up as an inventor. As soon as she shows up as an inventor, she can start making stuff that will be on sale, even if you can't recruit her. So I guess it gives you access to certain bombs that you wouldn't normally have access to at this stage in the game. There are a great number of bombs, I think, 5 to 10, that are only manufactured by Puffy, and if you don't have her in your team, once we eventually recruit her, you'll never be able to make these bombs. So I guess it's useful to have that. And we've seen all of these things. Anyway, we also got this last time, so we might as well throw this up there. Throw that fast forward on. Yeah, this is why I haven't been able to make this potion until now. You can item creation this, and I will be doing it, of course. But yeah, it's rather high on the list. I think that's compounding. We'll be getting a good compounder relatively shortly. And with that being said, now I've dicked around enough. Let's move on. Let's get some more map here. there's not much to do in this little section here. If you remember, she was saying that we needed to... Actually, I don't even know if she said that we were supposed to do this, but we are. So this is the only way we can go. If we try and go back the way we came in, it won't work very well. Anyway, I want to check something real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Just wanted to get all set up there. Coming in here starts a sequence, and I won't have another chance of doing it, so I figure I might as well get her all done right now. I would have done it before the episode began, but I was doing a bunch of other research for much later in the game, and I forgot, so oh well. And yeah, so I can't remember exactly why we decided to come here. I know we were supposed to go upstairs to the owner's office. Maybe this was reducing the security or something?
Great. I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun.
Always is. Are you just going to stand there?
Very disappointing, Blair. I knew we held somewhat different ideals, but I never thought you'd betray me.
That voice, is that the owner? Owner, please listen to me.
I hate to lose you, but that cannot be helped now.
What? Seriously?
If the root cause is not eliminated, it will contaminate that which is still uncorrupted. Corrective measures are necessary.
This seems kind of creepy.
What's going on?
Is he talking about killing somebody?
The owner Luther has gotten wind of our plan.
Luther.
I fear he intends to delete you and me as well. Now that he knows about my complicity.
But you can't really delete a biological, can you? What was that? That sounded weird.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. How did you manage to do that? And who in the hell are you?
Burial.
Ah, we have Burial and... Who is this?
Blair, you've been reckless.
Really?
Did you really think you could do what?
Do we need this much of a stereotype game?
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
What a pity.
Now,
Seems the owners decided to
I can't remember what it is. It's something close to... No, it's Beelzebub. That's another word for Satan. One religion, mythology, or another. Can't remember. But, yeah.
You have
Kind of
defied
reminds
the
me that
owner
way.
in spite of the risks that you knew were involved.
Oh, just no, please.
Since we go back such a long way, we'll try to make your death as painless as possible.
Oh, well, how nice of you. Of course, you know, the guy who's flaming has a whip. Why not? Okay, first things first. If we want to get the battle trophies, where is the bomb? ES hybrid bombs, that'll work. Now, Burial is the one who... Oh, no, I want to go after Burial right now. Because he has a small amount of MP, so I want to take him out fast. And I also want to be able to shoot them without getting hit, so throw that on there too. No, no. Really? I was so close. And now I got my ass kicked. This battle is not a walk in the park, and I'm going to have to redo it to show it off a little more effectively. And I really wish I knew where all my items were. Where are all my damn items? I'm so not going to get the battle trophy for this. Where are my right berries? There they are. Unfortunately, yeah, Burial has only like 5,000 MP, which is why I wanted to use the bomb on him. He is also weak to wind. He halves damage from earth and water, and Beelzebub was weak versus earth. Of course, we can't really do anything with earth at this stage, so I don't even know why it's there. And he halves damage from wind and fire. Anyway, that was a really weak attempt at that fight. Basically, you could use a couple of bombs, hybrid explosives on, what's his name? Burial, whatever his name is, and you'll take him out right then and there, and then you can go after the other one. but unfortunately I did not do a very good job of that, so I'm going to go back, get the battle trophies, and I'll see you in a moment. That was much more effective. I don't know why it took me so long to do it on the first attempt. Anyway, for doing that fight, we got a Scholar's Bracelet, which I don't care about. We also get some money, which is nice. And there we go, got the battle trophies. Much easier this time. I really don't know why it took me so long the first time, because that was very quick. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, these two can actually be a relatively difficult fight if you haven't done any item creation. If you're, say, just using like laser weapons and stuff that you found, it becomes quite a bit more difficult. Even more so if you're under leveled, if you're like level 45 or something like that.
It's completely useless. The owner has already.
Well, that sucks. So we're pretty much boned then. Our only plan is screwed.
What has he done?
Well, if it's useless, we should throw it away, right? Unless he was lying.
I thought I understood, but after seeing it myself, I find it hard to believe.
Believe what?
The power you all possess, to think you could defeat these two. And I'm really astonished to see you are able to invoke symbology in this dimension.
Not that I
How
used
is that
any.
possible?
Does it frighten you? You haven't changed your mind, have you? You don't think we should be erased?
Don't misjudge me.
I'm sorry.
I would be pretty
It's
afraid of
okay,
these people as
long
well.
as you understand.
They seem to have
Well, that's
far
all
too much
fine and
control
dandy,
over,
but what are we
going
gonna
to
do about that elevator? Is there any other way to the top floor?
Oh, right, that was the elevator.
There is another way, but I'm afraid it will be swarming with enemies.
That's
If
fine.
it's the only way, then we have no choice but to take it.
True.
And they won't even tell us where this other one is. Basically, those little elevator things that we saw before, the teleporter pads, yeah, it's those. So, basically now, all we can do is head back, and I think we leave Blair behind. Or no, maybe we take her with us, I don't know. I can't remember. There's now a magical save point here, gotta love that. Now, I think it was you who could heal me? Healing time. There we go. Let's get all healed up. Gotta love free healing. And now we can move on. Actually, now I'm going to switch back to using Cliff because I want to build up Fist of Fury if possible. And take that off because we don't need that anymore. And now basically, you know, we've already shown off getting to this point, but we got cut off and couldn't finish doing all the exploring we needed to do. Oops. Let's just go out here. So now we can go this way, and there's not a whole lot to do out this way. Just basically, I think, unlock those teleporter pads because they're not unlocked right now. Again, same kind of deal as before. These areas are boring. Okay, I'll dodge this way then. Okay, I'll fight you.
I let my guard down.
Ow. Ow.
You got.
Guess I won't be practicing Fist of Fury because I just keep getting my ass kicked.
I'm destined for greatness.
Yes, you are. In fact, very much so. More than most characters in this game, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember which way to go. Give me a quick sec. Okay, we're back, and I was gonna head the wrong way there, so this is the dead end. So we'll head in this way, we'll grab a couple of items, and that'll be pretty much the extent of it. Okay, let's dodge you. There's just the two doors here, and they both lead to pretty much the same thing, so... Well, they're different rooms. They just are boring dead rooms with one treasure chest in them, and that's kind of it. Can I open that treasure chest? Mental enhancer, I'll take it. And what do we have over here? Dodge you, grab as much map as I can. Pretty good on the map with this area for now, I think. We won't be able to finish this map for quite some time. And a laser weapon. Kinda late on that, guys. Oh well. No big deal, really. Alright, let's see if I can get by this guy without running into another battle. go. More map. The map thing is kind of tedious in this game, but at the same time, it's a good way of making money, especially if you don't feel like level grinding, which tends to happen if you're trying to get money through battles. Oops. There we go. This room is a little weird because there's just treasure chests and monsters all over the place. So let's get a trading card too. And go up here, and what do we got here? Ripe berries, which I can't hold because I didn't have to use them this time in the boss fight. And over here, I think we get a weapon for Cliff somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why you would get that at this stage. You already have access to buying all of these things, so... Synthesis materials, nice. I don't want to fight you. No, don't need to fight you anymore. Grab as much map as I can. I think this is a dead end. Yes, it is. It's kind of irritating with the dead ends in this game because you actually do have to go and explore them all to get all the map. If, of course, you care. And not everyone does, but... Anyway, got the map there. And if you look at this, it is a control panel. Press button. Make things work. And that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bunch of backtracking off screen, and I will meet you at the teleporter on, I think, the 4th floor. I think we're on the 5th floor now. So the one right before we got up here and found Blair and everyone. So I'll see you there in a moment. Okay, I was wrong. We didn't have to go down to the 4th floor. We have to stay on the same floor we're at. Right over to the left there on the map there is where we met up with Blair. These are the teleporter pads I was talking about. And if you take the ones down... it just, well, the bottom one takes you down. And you'll get access to this area, which is on the previous floor. Go down one more time. And eventually we'll end up on a floor we didn't have access right here to the room on. So we can grab a little bit more map while we're here. And let's see here. And I believe there's some treasure in this room here. There we are. Gotta love picking up extra treasure, even if it's kind of useless. Can't remember what's in these chests. Anything good? Trading card. Boot. And money. I'll take it. Money's always good. If you take these down long enough, I think it's the 3rd floor. This will be the 2nd floor now. Yeah, we had access to this room before, and one more. And we're down at the base floor. I'll just meet you back up at the 5th floor there. Okay, now we're back here. Now we have access to the 6th floor, and the 7th, and the 8th, and yeah. You'll get to learn something about this dungeon at this stage in the game. Not only does it have a lot of floors, it actually has 211 floors. So later this will become known as Sphere 211. And yeah, this... you actually can go to all 211 floors. You don't have access to 101 through 110 right now, and that's probably a good thing because you'd walk onto there and get annihilated, though I do wish I had access to it because there's some really nice treasure on those things. But yeah, this is the game's super big post-game dungeon. There's another post-game, a few more post-game dungeons as well, but this one you have to do last. You have to beat pretty much everything else before you have access to this. And that's just for floors 101 to 210, and there's a lot of good stuff there, a lot of super bosses, a lot of fun to be had, but it takes forever because these floors aren't short. They're not like just like, oh, go around the corner and you're done already. No, they're whole maps, and of course you don't have the maps for them ahead of time, and there's, I think, like 8 or 9 different layouts for the floors, and oh, it's just a right pain in the ass. But we don't have to deal with that yet. There are some items we can pick up on certain floors, and I'll be doing that off screen. For the most part, the ones we have access to, 6 through 100, there's some stuff that we can get, and I do want to get mainly the trading cards and the other stuff like that. There's also some intellect berries, strength berries, stuff like that I'll grab. There's a lot of synthesis materials on those levels. Of course, I have like 16 or 17 right now, so I don't need to go pick those up, but they're a resource to grab more if you need them for something, which you may or may not. Other than that, there's not too much. There's enemies on these floors, but they're relatively weak compared to the ones on the higher level floors above 100. So with that being said, next time I will have collected those, I'll show you what I've gotten, and I will meet you on floor 211, which I guess we can show off now since there's a cutscene here. Yeah, floor 211, the top floor. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.